Hello everyone, this is part 5 of What If Naruto Was Hashirama's Heir, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video and to like, to subscribe, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
As soon as Genma started the match, Gaara's sand seeped out of his good as he said, "Mother wants your blood." Right. Well, why don't try to get it for her? Asked Naruto as he got into a ready stance. Gaara stood still as Naruto waited for him to make a move. Well then I'll come to you, said Naruto as he sprinted at Gaara. Naruto lashed out with a kick that was intercepted by Gaara's sand. Naruto placed his leg back down and had to evade as Gaara's sand chased him around. Gaara stood stoic with his arms crossed as he continued to send sand at Naruto. Naruto just kept evading the sand, but it never deterred Gaara one bit as he never relented. Naruto, having enough of dodging, decided to attack. Gaara watched as Naruto dodged his sand once more. Gaara was prepared to send another wave until a mop of yellow hair appeared. Naruto performed a shunshin to get close to Gaara. "Hello," said Naruto as he planted a vicious punch to Gaara's face. Gaara's sand had no time to react as Gaara was sent a few feet back. Gaara's sand armor cracked slightly as he looked up at Naruto, who was standing in the same spot he once was. In the audience, "Go Naruto-kun," came the voice of a new arrival. "Lee-san," said Sakura as Lee came hobbling in on crutches. "Hello, Sakura-chan. Nice to see you," said Rock Lee as he watched Gaara slowly get up. "Naruto-kun knows that taijutsu won't beat him. I used 5 gates and it still wasn't enough," thought Lee. Kakashi looked on as he thought, wonder what Naruto will do to get past that defense. In the cage booth, "That boy is pretty fast. The way he just appears, especially with his golden blonde hair, reminds you of the Yondaime, doesn't it? Then he's a Jinchuriki who hails from the Senju clan. He could be a powerful asset one day," said the Kazekage as he looked at the fight. "Orochimaru, do you think me senile? It's quite obvious that is you. But I shall banter back and forth with you to see what you plan," thought Hiruzen as he replied to the Kazekage. "How true you are. Though I believe he has more in store for us." Orochimaru looked at the Hokage as he said, "You're saying there's something more special to him than being the Kyuubi Jinchuriki?" Hiruzen only smiled as he returned his attention to the fight. "Maybe. Only time will tell." Arena floor. Gaara stood up as the cracked armor on his cheek repaired itself. "Glad to see you fix your makeup," said Naruto as he saw Gaara send another wave of sand. "Not this again," thought Naruto as he dodged again. Punching him a million times won't help as Rock Lee clearly proved that. "I could use Kurama on him, but it's rather redundant to use the same power twice. Let's just go with plan A." Naruto dodged the sand once more as he pulled out a scroll. Naruto opened the scroll and let it fall to the ground as he placed his hands in the ram seal. Naruto stomped on the scroll as he thought, "Suten, Hahanru, water style, tearing torrent." From the scroll under Naruto's foot, a huge amount of water came splashing out of it as it fired off toward Gaara. Gaara's wave of sand immediately rushed to defend Gaara against Naruto's water. The water and sand clashed against each other for about a minute until Gaara's sand finally held firm. Once the water died down, Gaara sent another wave of sand at Naruto. However, Gaara's sand had turned slightly muddy from Naruto's jutsu and was rather difficult to manipulate like normal. "Gotcha," said Naruto as he took off at Gaara again. Gaara saw Naruto appear again, this time with a right cross incoming. Gaara was lifted off the ground again from Naruto's punch, but before he could fly away, Naruto grabbed his foot. Naruto smiled a deadly grin as he spun Gaara around and hurled him into the sky at a rapid pace. As Gaara was flying in midair, Naruto clapped his hands together and prepared another jutsu. Now time to drench that sand armor. "Suten no jutsu, water style, water bullet technique," thought Naruto as he fired off a powerful ball of water toward Gaara. Naruto's water ball smashed into Gaara as his, now heavier, sand couldn't get there in time to defend him against it. Cage box. "Damn that boy. Gaara's sand absorbs water, making it less effective due to the added water weight. He's picking him apart," said Orochimaru internally before he smirked unnoticeably. "Perfect. Gaara will transform and then the invasion will start." Seems Naruto's doing quite well, said Hiruzen. Yes, it does seem that way. Using water to weigh down Gaara's sand is ingenious. But it'll take more than that to stop Gaara, said Orochimaru. Naruto-kun better put him down now before he begins to access his Bijuu's power. Naruto might have to use his Mokuton if Gaara can transform further than him, thought Hiruzen as he eyed the match. In the audience, Kakashi, what the hell did you feed those two genins of yours, said Asuma, Team 10 sensei, as he placed a cigarette in his mouth. He had seen Sasuke's fight too and both of them seemed unreal. Kakashi I smiled as he said, nothing. I did nothing. I gave them a few pointers here and there but for the most part, that's all them. Kiba snorted. I bet he gives them steroids. I mean Sakura is a medic now right? I bet she shoves a needle in their ass, started Kiba before he was smacked by Sakura. Shut up dog boy, said Sakura as she calmed down and returned to watching Naruto. Everyone returned to the fight as they watched Naruto perform his next attack. Everyone gasped as even Asuma's cigarette fell from his mouth. Back to the fight. As Naruto was firing off his water bullet, he put his hands back in the ram seal. Iwabunshin no Jutsu, rock clone technique, thought Naruto as two clones rose from the ground beside him. The clones knew exactly what to do as they disappeared in a shunshin. Gaara was soaking wet as he hung in the air after Naruto's jutsu. What makes him so strong? Is it because he's a Jinchuriki? Thought Gaara as his sand was finally nearing him. Gaara's sand was too slow as both clones made it to him first and promptly gave him a bear hug. This'll hurt, said Naruto as he channeled some chakra. Boom. Both clones detonated causing a huge explosion in midair. From the cloud caused by the explosion, rocks and a smoking figure came plummeting to the ground. Finalist box. Sasuke smirked as he saw Naruto's attack. Nice combo. But I can't forget about my part in this, thought Sasuke as he looked at Temari. Temari and Kankuro were shocked to see Gaara get taken apart so easily by Naruto. Gaara, shouted Temari. Did he kill him? Thought Temari frantically. Gaara, thought Kankuro. Okay, I'm glad I didn't have to face Naruto. I'd rather face you Sasuke than get that, said Shikamaru as Sasuke scoffed internally. Naruto won't know he said that, thought Sasuke as he turned his attention back to the fight. Naruto v Gaara. Naruto walked over to the smoking figure lying prone in the grass. Upon reaching it he realized something was wrong. Replacement, said Naruto as he turned around to face the real Gaara. Gaara had left his sand armor behind and narrowly escaped the explosion. Gaara was standing on the opposite side of the stadium with his hands in the tiger seal. Gaara had a few singe marks on his clothes but other than that was relatively fine. Seems he replaced himself at the last second with his sand armor. Must have been right as the clones got to him since he was still caught in that blast slightly, thought Naruto as he saw Gaara covering himself in a sand dome. As the sand dome was closing up around Gaara, Naruto flung a kunai with an explosive note at Gaara. Boom. As the smoke cleared from the kunai, Naruto noticed that it didn't accomplish anything. Naruto then looked up to see an eyeball appear in midair. Seems that sand is denser than the previous sand. It won't be taken down by some water or an explosion. I'm sure he can still manipulate it like normal so there's no point in attacking straight up. That eye is probably in the sky to help him see outside of the dome. How to get past it? Thought Naruto until he heard Kurama in his head. Naruto. After Naruto mentally nodded to acknowledge, Kurama continued, that's the opening phase of Shukaku's Beiyu transformation. You won't get through that defense with power. But there is another way. After getting the plan from Kurama, Naruto clapped his hands together. Naruto burst with bright red chakra as he took on a one-tailed state. Here I come Gaara, said Naruto. Futon, Daytopper, wind style. Great breakthrough, said Naruto as he channeled Kurama's chakra into the jutsu. A mighty gust of wind ripped through the stadium toward Gaara, picking up dust and debris along the way, obscuring the view of the fight. Gaara's sand dome held firm against the powerful winds and didn't even look phased. However, Naruto was nowhere to be seen. The people in the crowd scanned the area for Naruto but it was like he vanished without a trace. After about a minute of nothing, Gaara came sailing out of his own sand dome with a bloodied wound on his chest. As the dome crumbled apart, Naruto could be seen standing in the dome with a Kyuubi-enhanced claw outstretched. It was slightly covered in blood as his chakra shroud dispersed. Doton, Mororigakure no Jutsu, Earth style, hiding like a mole technique, gotta love it. That dome protected you from everywhere besides down, said Naruto as the crowd looked on amazed. What is this warm liquid? Questioned Gaara as he touched his chest. It is blood. My blood, shouted Gaara as he began to stand. As he was standing, the good on his back began to surround his upper body. The good eventually merged completely as Gaara was covered in sand across his entire left torso. He also had a large claw of sand appear over his left arm. Prove my existence, Naruto, shouted Gaara as he leaped at Naruto with his claw outstretched. So that's the Ichibi, said Naruto as Gaara was approaching. In the audience, another Jinchuriki, shouted a civilian in the stands and people began to panic slightly. Oh no, Senju-sama's out there with him, said another civilian worried about the boy. Don't worry, Naruto's Buu is stronger. He'll have no trouble against him, said a Konoha-chunin as the people around him began to calm down slightly. You're right, however, Naruto's only shown a one-tailed Jinchuriki state. If he can't access more than that, then Gaara will win. A full-powered Buu is better than a one-tailed Jinchuriki, thought Guy as he eyed Kakashi. Why is he so calm about this? His genin is in trouble. An Anbu was standing a little behind Kakashi and Guy. This Anbu was not a real one though, he was actually Kabuto in disguise. That boy is transforming here. This could be trouble, but why doesn't Orochimaru-sama want me to give the signal? Thought Kabuto as he was eyeing the cage booth waiting. The Sand siblings sensei, Baki, was thinking the same. Gaara's transformed already, this isn't good. We need to get him to the village but I haven't seen the signal. What are we waiting for? Finalist box. Of course that guy's a Jinchuriki too, said Shikamaru as he watched the fight. Are you one as well, Sasuke? Questioned Shikamaru in jest. He was internally worried for Naruto but figured Naruto knew when he was in over his head. Like I would need that power, said Sasuke arrogantly as he continued watching the fight with his Sharingan on. Wonder how Naruto's gonna beat him. Rock Lee pounded him and he still got up. So what's Naruto going to do? Thought Sasuke as he eyed Naruto smashing into Gaara with punches. Arena floor. After punching Gaara a few times, Naruto kicked him into the wall violently with a roundhouse. Naruto took on an uninterested look at Gaara's new tactics. Gaara came out of the cracked wall as he saw Naruto's bored look. Gaara got angry, just like everyone else. Stop ignoring me, said Gaara as his sand covered him. Gaara's entire torso, down to his knees, was covered in sand as a tail grew out of the back. Is that what Shukaku looks like? Asked Naruto as he watched Gaara. More or less. He's basically in a one-tailed state, replied Kurama. Gaara had several mouths open up along his body as he prepared a jutsu. Futon, Mugen Sajin, Daytopper, Wind Style, Infinite Sand Cloud, Great Breakthrough, said Gaara as he let loose a sand cloud. In response, Naruto slammed his palms on the ground. Doton, Doryuheiki, Earth Style, Mud Wall, said Naruto as a huge wall rose from the ground. The wall completely blocked the sandstorm. It's a shame, said Naruto from behind Gaara. Gaara received a powerful elbow to the back followed by a knee to the ribs. Naruto then smashed him in the head with an overhead kick. That kick sent Gaara to the ground as Naruto grabbed his tail and flung him back into the wall. The same spot Gaara had hit earlier. You had a defense that only the fastest could bypass and the strongest could breach, and you trade it for this. That's pitiful. Raw power only beats finesse in extreme quantities and you don't have enough of it, said Naruto. Gaara looked at Naruto in pain. Why is he so strong? I haven't even touched him once. What makes him so strong? Said Gaara as his anger started to rise. You won't erase my existence, shouted Gaara as he began to channel more of Shukaku's chakra. Naruto noticed the chakra spike and realized what Gaara was planning. Naruto clasped his hand in the snake seal as he channeled his chakra. The walls of the stadium and the grounds began to crack slightly at Naruto's chakra output. Kurama knew Gaara was trying to go full Buu mode and it seemed Naruto did as well. When Kurama saw Naruto place his hands in the snake seal, he looked shocked. Naruto, are you about to? Yes, Kurama. If he transforms, he could hurt the civilians. It has to be done now before he gets too difficult to put down, said Naruto as Kurama agreed. In the cage booth, Gaara's transforming. Splendid, maybe he'll kill that boy so I can be rid of him, thought Orochimaru until he felt and saw Naruto's chakra. His chakra is so potent. And at that age, I don't even feel the Kyuubi, it's all him. And the feeling of his chakra. Don't tell me. Hiruzen smiled slightly as he felt Orochimaru's inner turmoil. Naruto-kun is about to shock the world, thought Hiruzen. Naruto v Gaara. Gaara was preparing to unleash Shukaku until huge branches sprang up from the ground and wrapped around him, restraining his arms and legs. Gaara looked shocked as the branches moved him off the wall into a circle. The circle was being created by emerging wooden pillars with spikes pointed at him. Gaara felt his chakra stop building and was wondering what was going on as he struggled against the wooden binds. As Gaara was trying to break free, he noticed Naruto standing in front of him. Gaara looked up to see Naruto placing a palm on his forehead. I cannot let you harm the people in the stands, said Naruto with a serious glare. Kakuen Nitten Shushu 10th Edict of Enlightenment, said Naruto as Gaara began to scream. The crowd watched in stunned silence as Gaara began to revert to normal. I was once told that true power comes from wanting to protect those precious to you. This village is precious to me and as such, I'll protect it no matter what, said Naruto as the sand around Gaara moved back into the gourd it was before. Gaara stopped screaming as he fell unconscious. It had taken a full minute of suppressing the Ichibi but Naruto still smiled. It's over, said Naruto. Genma had lost the ever-present senbon in his mouth when he saw Naruto suppress a tailed beast. What the hell is this kid? Thought Genma. In the audience. The crowd was still quiet over watching what Naruto just did. You've got to be kidding me. What the hell can Naruto not do? Questioned Kiba as everyone gaped at Naruto's display. Sakura found her voice as she said, Naruto. Has the same ability as the first Hokage. Mokuton, said Asuma, who dropped his second cigarette today due to Naruto. At that announcement, Ino looked up as she realized something. That's why Naruto loves coming to our shop. He's connected to nature. That's why the flowers always looked better when he was around, thought Ino. How could this be possible? Asked a stunned Kurenai, Team 8 sensei. Guy looked toward Kakashi as he spoke, that's why you were never worried, you knew he could do that. Kakashi only I smiled in response. Though he does paint a huge target on himself. But he had to stop Gaara from hurting the citizens so it's justified, thought Kakashi proud of his student. Cage box. Orochimaru looked shocked at what Naruto just did. He has the Mokuton. That's what the monkey was saying about him having something more special than the Kyuubi. He can literally tame it. That boy is too powerful. I'll have to kill him, thought Orochimaru as he couldn't hide his shock. Orochimaru calmed down as quick as he could. With Gaara out of the picture now, a big part of my invasion is ruined. It doesn't matter. I came here to kill Sarutobi-sensei and that's what I'll do. The invasion is still on. Orochimaru signaled to Kabuto when to start the invasion as Hiruzen spoke to him. Seems the will of fire Hashirama-sama preached about really inherited itself in Naruto, said Hiruzen amused at Orochimaru's shock. Orochimaru seethed internally at Hiruzen's diction. Indeed it does. But revealing that power makes him a huge target, said Orochimaru as Hiruzen nodded. True, but I have faith that Naruto can handle it, said Hiruzen still smiling. You've grown up so much Naruto-kun. Arena floor. Gaara lay motionless at Naruto's feet as the wood from Naruto's jutsu moved back into the ground. Ah Genma-san, said Naruto as he waved at the proctor. Oh, right. Shusa Naruto Senju, proclaimed Genma loudly. The crowd finally seemed to get over their silence as cheers erupted loudly. Naruto smiled and waved at the crowd as he walked back up to the finalist box. Finalist box. Naruto arrived back in the finalist box as he saw everyone staring at him. You're kidding right, said Sasuke. What do you mean Sasuke? Replied an amused Naruto. Forget it. I don't believe that happened so it didn't happen. I need to get ready for my match anyway, I don't have time to wonder about your Kekai Genkai, said Sasuke trying to downplay Naruto's new power. While Naruto was rubbing it in Sasuke's face, Kankuro spoke to Temari. Just forfeit your match. The plan is ruined with Gaara being incapacitated. There's no reason to continue. Genma had just announced Sasuke and Temari's fight as Temari agreed with Kankuro. You're right. There's no need to go against the Uchiha. I'll just quit, said Temari before she heard Sasuke talk. Are you about to quit or something, fangirl? Said Sasuke with emphasis on the fangirl part. You probably are just like your confused sister did. Temari and Kankuro both looked ready to dish out divine punishment at Sasuke's remarks. Seeing that he hadn't gotten her to commit completely, Sasuke pushed the envelope further. Sasuke smirked as he said, figures as much. I mean, I'd quit too if I was facing a man. Girls are weaker than boys anyway. And then you're from a crappy village like Suna. Weak girl and crappy village. You'd have no chance against an elite nin. I'm kicking his ass, said Temari, cutting off Sasuke as she blew him out of the finalist box. Kankuro nodded his head until he saw Naruto smiling at him. What are you smiling at? Asked Kankuro. Well, your sister just fell for it. I have suspicions about things and Sasuke's gonna help me get the answers. And who better than your sister to answer them? Asked Naruto as Kankuro looked stunned. They had just fallen for a trap. Kankuro wanted to tell Temari, but a chop to the back of the neck rendered him unconscious. Good night, said Naruto as he placed his hand back in his pocket and looked down at the fight. Arena floor. After being blown out of the finalist box, Sasuke backflipped in midair and landed on the ground gracefully. Temari rode her fan down as she still looked heated. Genma walked up as he asked, both fighters ready? A nod from Sasuke and a slam of her fan from Temari later, Genma started the match. Match 6 of the Chunin exam finals, Hajime. Temari wasted no time as she swung her fan at Sasuke again. Sasuke got struck by the wind as he flew back and hit the stadium wall. However, upon impact, he reverted into a log. Where did he get that log? He torched the whole forest earlier. Thought Temari, wondering how logs are always around. Temari dodged as several shuriken and kunai flew past her. She turned around to see Sasuke standing there still smirking. You arrogant piece of shit, shouted Temari as she sent another gust at Sasuke. Sasuke looked amused at the wind. Fire beats wind, said Sasuke as he held the tiger seal. Kaiten, Gokakyu no Jutsu, fire style, grand fireball technique, said Sasuke as he blew out a huge fireball at Temari. Sasuke's fire seemed to gobble up Temari's wind as it continued toward her. Oh my, said Temari as all she could do was hide behind her fan. The fire blasted Temari as she stood behind her slightly melting fan. Eventually, the fire died down and Temari could be seen behind her decimated fan. The fan was burnt in a few places and was too hot to the touch. It was utterly useless to her now. As she was fretting over her fan, Temari had to move her head to the right to dodge Sasuke's jab. Gotcha, said Sasuke as his jab turned into a hand that grabbed the back of Temari's head and brought them face to face. Shit, I looked into his eyes, thought Temari as she found herself pinned down with stakes. Welcome, said Sasuke as he materialized in front of Temari. Now you're going to tell me about your plan to attack Konoha. Temari's eyes bulged out as she heard what Sasuke just said. It all made sense. That's why he egged me on to fight. So he could find out about the invasion. So you are planning an invasion, said Sasuke as Temari looked shocked. Yes, I can hear your thoughts and I can also tell if you're lying, so let's just get on with this. When's the invasion starting? Sasuke couldn't really hear Temari's thoughts or tell if she's lying, but Temari didn't know that. Temari was content with keeping quiet until she felt the stakes dig deeper into her body. Temari screamed slightly as Sasuke said, please talk, they'll only go deeper if you don't. The stakes went a little deeper as Temari finally cracked, the invasion starts when the people began to go to sleep, that's the signal, said Temari. Good, that's all I wanted. Now rest, said Sasuke as Temari fell unconscious. Sasuke had been staring at Temari for 3 minutes until she eventually fell asleep and he let her fall face first in the dirt. Too easy, said Sasuke as he began to walk away. Shusa, Sasuke Uchiha, said Genma as the medics took Temari away. She was out of chakra from her first match and was facing a fire user. She should have just quit. I wonder, what was up with that genjutsu? Thought Genma as he heard the crowd cheering at Sasuke's quick victory. Finalist box. Sasuke walked into the finalist box as he nodded at Naruto. You were right. It is an invasion, said Sasuke as Shikamaru listened in. Figured as much. Villages don't send a Jinchuriki to another village unless something's going down. Plus Shino said he spotted several groups of Suna ninjas and Oto ninjas on his way in. We have to tell Kakashi-sensei, said Naruto as he and Sasuke left to the audience. Troublesome, said Shikamaru, overhearing the conversation and knowing he'd have to fight in the invasion if it did indeed happen. In the audience, since there was a 30-minute intermission before the finals, everyone was waiting patiently for the Senju vs. Uchiha finale. Sakura and Kakashi were overjoyed at the two other members of Team 7. It's pretty hard to make it to the finals. They were cut from their thoughts as Sasuke and Naruto arrived. Kakashi-sensei. There's an invasion planned, said Naruto. Before Kakashi could respond, an explosion rocked the cage booth. As everyone's attention was focused on the booth, white feathers began to fall in front of their faces. Genjutsu, thought Naruto before he dispelled it. Upon releasing it, he noticed that several Suna ninja were surrounding him and the rest of Team 7. Damn, I was too late, thought Naruto. Hey Sasuke, just in case we don't make it out of this alive. I just wanna say, I would have totally kicked your ass in that final match, said Naruto as he prepared to fight. Said Sasuke before he smirked, bet I defeat more. You're on, said Naruto as he and Sasuke charged into the group of ninjas around them. The invasion of Konoha had begun. Before Naruto or Sasuke could make a move against the enemies, Kakashi and Guy appeared before them. Kakashi and Guy disposed of the enemies surrounding him quickly as Kakashi then turned to his genin. Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura. This fight isn't yours. The others and I will handle the stadium. You three need to make your way to the village. Naruto and Sasuke will defend the village while Sakura attends to any wounded. Make haste, said Kakashi as he noticed Naruto staring at the cage booth, where a huge purple barrier appeared. Don't worry Naruto. The Sandime will be fine. Plus, he would want you to head to the village anyway. You're in charge, so get going. Naruto looked hesitant at first until Kakashi said the Hokage would want him to protect the village. Naruto turned to see his teammates nod at him. Let's do this, said Naruto as he jumped to the stadium floor followed by Sasuke and Sakura. Naruto bit his thumb midway down and slammed his hand on the ground upon landing. Kuchio's no jutsu summoning technique, said Naruto as a huge puff of smoke appeared. Gamabunta appeared from the smoke with the genin of Team 7 riding his head. Boss, can we get a ride to Konoha? There's an invasion happening and we're needed at the village. It's that way, said Naruto as Bunta took off for the leaf. Sasuke and Sakura stuck to the huge toad's head using chakra just like Naruto so that they wouldn't fall off. As Gamabunta was leaping toward the leaf, Sasuke spoke. We can't be friends anymore after this, said Sasuke talking to Naruto. You're the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi, hold a Kekai Genkai only seen in the first Hokage, and now you can summon toads. What else can you do cause this is getting out of hand? Naruto smirked, seems I have a better dance instructor than you, said Naruto as Sasuke scoffed. Naruto kept using his dance line against him. A few moments later, Gamabunta landed at the village gate. We're here, shouted Gamabunta as Sakura nodded and headed toward the hospital. We should make sure all the civilians are out of the way. Don't want any casualties due to collateral damage, but first let's make sure Sakura gets to the hospital, said Naruto. Naruto created several clones that acted as an escort for Sakura. As Naruto was making sure Sakura was safe, Sasuke turned to see a battalion of ninja heading for the village walls. Naruto, we have about 300 ninjas heading toward the village at 3 o'clock. What do you want to do? Asked Sasuke with a smirk. It was time to fight. Naruto looked thoughtful for a second until he slammed his hands in the snake seal. Mokuton, Jukai Koten wood style, nativity of a sea of trees, said Naruto as hundreds of newly created trees rushed toward the group of ninja. What the hell? Shouted an Oto nin as he was skewered by the rush of trees. The trees assaulted the ninjas as they were helpless to the sudden appearance of the forest. Of the 300 ninjas that were there, about 140 were left and half of those were trapped in or underneath the trees. Burn em. Boss, bring the oil. Sasuke, bring the fire, said Naruto as Gamabunta and Sasuke obliged. Bunta spewed the trees in a thick coat of oil as Sasuke lit the newly created forest ablaze with several well-placed fireballs. Amid the screams and the blazing forest, one Suna ninja looked fearful at the sight. This is a massacre, said a Suna ninja, who had survived the attack. An older Suna ninja disagreed. No, this scene is like the ones my grandfather told me about of Hashirama Senju and Madara Uchiha. Who could have done this? Naruto and Sasuke appeared in front of the two Sunanin as Naruto spoke. We did. And were sorry about your Suna comrades, said Naruto as he and Sasuke knocked them both unconscious. We're going to kill all Oto ninjas, but the Suna ninjas we will keep alive. Gigi is fighting Orochimaru, who posed as the Kazekage. I noticed it when I watched that purple barrier go up. He most likely tricked Suna into this invasion by pretending to be their leader, said Naruto. Before he and Sasuke separated, Naruto spoke once again, I'm winning our bet. Naruto vanished in a shunshin as Sasuke smirked, only because I let you go first, said Sasuke as he took off to defend his home. Cage box 30 minutes earlier. Seems we'll have another Konoha finale, a Kazekage dono, said Hiruzen as he looked toward the Kazekage. The Kazekage shifted his gaze toward Hiruzen as a smoke grenade dropped in between them. Boom. The smoke grenade detonated and created a huge cloud of smoke. After a few moments, the smoke cleared and the view of the booth could be seen. The Kazekage held a kunai to Hiruzen's neck as he lifted him to the roof of the cage booth. The two cages stood with the Kazekage still behind Hiruzen with a kunai to his neck. In a rectangle at each corner surrounding the two cages, 4 Oto shinobi clapped their hands together. Shoshinjin, 4 violet flames formation, shouted the 4 shinobi as a huge purple barrier appeared around the two and a mini barrier formed around those 4 individuals. Seems we're not going to be able to leave anytime soon. But maybe it's for the best if we fight in this barrier without interference, thought Hiruzen. Kazekage dono, what is the meaning of this? Asked Hiruzen feigning shock. Kukukuku, it seems you've gotten senile in your old age. Do you not recognize me? I am your favorite student, said the Kazekage as he took off his face veil. Hiruzen laughed slightly but never turned around. Well, if you are my favorite student, then I may have to send you back to the academy if you perform poorly, started Hiruzen as he dissolved into mud. Doton, Doru Tiger Earth Style, Earth Flow River, said Hiruzen, now behind Orochimaru. The mud from the earlier dissolved clone became a mud river that swept Orochimaru down the roof. Orochimaru tried to gain his bearings but Hiruzen was having none of that. Doton, Doryuden Earth Style, Earth Dragon Bullet Kaiten, Karyuden, Fire Style, Fire Dragon Bullet, said Hiruzen as a huge earth dragon rose from the ground and fired off mud bullets at Orochimaru. Hiruzen added fire to the bullets as they rammed into Orochimaru. Are you done with this foolishness, Orochimaru? Said Hiruzen as he took off his robes to reveal his shinobi outfit. Orochimaru rose from the ground a ways away unharmed and smirked. Seems you were prepared to die, sensei, said Orochimaru as he took off his own robes. Well, let's get to it, shall we? Finished Orochimaru as he flew through several hand seals. Hiruzen attempted to stop Orochimaru by using the Cage Shuriken no Jutsu, Shadow Shuriken technique, but it was too late as 2 coffins rose to shield Orochimaru from the projectiles. Seems the third coffin failed. No matter, these 2 will be enough, thought Orochimaru as the 2 coffins opened to show the first and second Hokages. Orochimaru placed a kunai with seal tags into each of their heads. Shall we, sensei? Said Orochimaru as the 2 previous cages sprinted at Sarutobi. Konoha. Ah, a snake, shouted a civilian as a huge snake slithered toward them. The snake was preparing to eat the civilians until a huge toad appeared. Kuchios, Yatai Kuzushi no Jutsu, summoning, food cart destroy technique. Came the shout of Naruto as he appeared above the snake. Naruto summoned a huge toad that landed on the snake and crushed it underneath its weight. Are you okay? Asked Naruto to the civilians who merely nodded their heads at their savior. Naruto was still clad in his Anbu outfit from earlier but it seemed he'd picked up a new addition. An orange scarf was wrapped around his neck that flowed behind him. He had acquired it from another civilian he had saved earlier, who gave it to him as thanks. Naruto couldn't resist it, it was his favorite color. Naruto placed his hands in the ram seal as he said, Moku Bunshin no Jutsu, wood clone technique. From Naruto's body, protrusions of wood appeared and flew out of his body to form dozens of clones. Naruto gave his clones orders to spread out and continue to assist with Konoha's defense and the evacuation of the villages. You're pretty good, bro, said a small orange toad on Naruto's head. I try, Gamakichi. Though it seems that we're getting nowhere close to the end of this invasion. How many enemies are there? Asked Naruto. Naruto had tried to summon a small toad to get word to Jiraiya about the invasion but Gamakichi appeared instead and stayed with Naruto. Naruto had no qualms with his presence as the small toad was good company. Looking good, kid, said a new voice as Naruto turned to see Ibiki behind him flanked with two Anbu. Nice scarf and matching toad, said Ibiki, amused at the comical sight of a 14-year-old, blonde kid, who is slowly becoming the most important ninja in the village, have a small toad on his head. Hey, we look good, said Naruto as he and Gamakichi fist bumped. Naruto then asked, the village seems empty, did you already get all the villagers out of here? I've only seen a handful since I've been here. Yeah kid, that's village protocol during attacks like these. You wouldn't know since you haven't had to deal with something like this before, said Ibiki as he explained, it's written in the Konoha manual that during the event that the village is attacked, we move into 3 stages of defense. Stage 1 involves us eliminating all enemy forces that have infiltrated the village. If that fails, we move to Stage 2 consisting of evacuating the villages, while slowing the enemy's advance. And finally, Stage 3. What's Stage 3? Asked Naruto since Ibiki paused for a moment. Naruto heard a few screams and Ibiki smirked. Eliminating all threats in the village, said Ibiki as screams could be heard all over. Naruto looked to see a huge Akamaiki member appear towering and stomping about. Choza, Choji's dad. That means, trailed off Naruto as he could see several shinobi caught in Shikaku's jutsu and Inoiki causing enemy ninjas to attack each other. Seems the Ino Shikacho is powerful, finished Naruto as he watched Konoha easily handling the opposing forces. You're right. We got the village kid, you go handle the village walls. There's more out there for someone of your skill set than in here where you could potentially harm the village. Get going, said Ibiki as Naruto nodded and took off for the village walls. Kid's gonna be good one day. Strong, smart, and quite mature for his age, thought Ibiki until he remembered something, maybe not mature. You can't take a kid with an orange toad on his head serious. Village walls. Chidori, shouted Sasuke as he cut through an Oto ninja. Sasuke turned to see Naruto appear behind him. Nice scarf. And baby toad. Nice jutsu. Seems you learned more from Kakashi than you told me. Seems we all have our little secrets, said Naruto as he stiffened slightly. A few moments later, Naruto looked to see about 30 Oto ninjas surround him and Sasuke. How many people are there in this invasion? One of the Oto ninjas smirked, hello Naruto Senju and Sasuke Uchiha. We've been given orders to capture you both and that is what's going to happen. With the elite in Otogaku, all of us are Jonin and you two have no chance. So just surrender now and this will be over with. Naruto and Sasuke looked at each other and nodded. Okay, said Naruto as he and Sasuke put their hands out in a surrendering fashion. The Oto ninja looked on amused at their surrender but took it as a blessing. No unnecessary fighting. 4 ninjas grabbed onto Naruto and Sasuke and prepared to take them away. Boom. Both Naruto and Sasuke detonated on the 4 surrounding shinobi, killing them instantly. What the hell? Said one of the remaining ninja, who had a few singe marks from being in the blast radius. That's 4 more who count toward my total. I'm sure I'm kicking your ass right now in our bet, said Naruto as he had been keeping count of his kills. Naruto and Sasuke were standing on a nearby tree branch overlooking the group. Naruto and Sasuke had traded places with 2 of Naruto's wood clones, with one transforming into Sasuke. The clones then used Bunshin Daibaku, a clone great explosion, to explode on the Oto ninjas. Naruto could only use that jutsu with his wood clones though, his rock clones needed an explosive note. Whatever, let's just get this over with. I'm sick of this stupid and futile invasion, said Sasuke, who had still been keeping his count and knew he wasn't beating Naruto. He hadn't caught Naruto's kills since the first attack. Naruto and Sasuke began to kill the remaining Oto Jonins easily and swiftly with kunai. They were terrible ninjas and likely given that title probably to help convince Suna to attack. Naruto finished off the last ninja as he then pointed a kunai at the appearance of another presence. Whoa. Calm down Gaki, it's just me, said Jiraiya as he landed near Sasuke and Naruto. Jiraiya-sensei. You're still here, I thought you left, said Naruto as Jiraiya had told him he'd be leaving a week before the finals started. Jiraiya smirked, who do you think told Konoha about this invasion? I'm Konoha's spymaster kid, plus I had to protect my home. Though I didn't know Suna would be involved, said Jiraiya as Naruto realized that's why he had come back in the first place. Jiraiya was here to warn the Hokage about the impending invasion. So are we almost done? And how is Gigi? Asked Naruto as he was still concerned about Hiruzen. The purple barrier was still up, so that meant they had to be fighting still. It should be about over. Stage 3 is in effect, and that'll pretty much end the fight inside the village. So since they have the village taken care of, why don't we go check on Sensei? Said Jiraiya as he noticed Naruto's attire. Nice scarf, and is that Gamakichi on your head? You're a weird kid. You can come too, Sasuke. With that said, the trio headed back to the stadium to check on things there. Cage Tower 10 minutes later. Naruto, Sasuke, and Jiraiya appeared on the rooftop as they saw 3 other Anbu standing outside the barrier. Naruto scanned for the Hokage but couldn't see him due to the large forest blocking his view. Forest. Is Tenzo-sensei in there? No, it couldn't be. The forest is too large. Sensei couldn't do something like that. That can't mean. Thought Naruto, fearing the worst. An Anbu turned toward the new arrivals, Jiraiya-sama. What's going on in the barrier? Asked Jiraiya. Sandaime-sama is facing off against Orochimaru. However, Orochimaru used Edo Tensei reanimation and brought back the first and second Hokages. They've been fighting since the invasion started, and we haven't seen Hokage-sama since this forest sprang up a while ago, said the Anbu. Have you not tried to get in? Asked Naruto. That barrier is impossible to get into unless you can stop the ones using it. But since they put a barrier around themselves, it's difficult to get to them, replied the Anbu. As he finished speaking, Naruto vanished in a shunshin. Where's he going? Did you guys ever think to attack them from underground? Asked Sasuke as he followed after Naruto. The Sandaime was important to him too. Hiruzen had helped in getting Sasuke back on his feet after the massacre. Naruto appeared in front of a corner of the barrier as he looked at the shinobi inside. Sasuke showed up behind him as the shinobi spoke. Hello shitheads, said the red-headed Kunoichi as she smirked at the 2 arrivals. What the hell are you gonna do, fuckers? You can't get in the barrier, so get the fuck away from me. Naruto said nothing as he slammed a hand into the ground. Naruto used Mokuton, Daijuran no Jutsu wood style, great forest technique to morph his left arm into a wooden branch. Shit, shouted the redhead as a branch appeared in front of her and she had to dodge it or die. However, upon dodging, she had to let go of the jutsu, ending the barrier jutsu entirely. We have a problem. Shit, said one of her teammates who seemingly had 2 heads. The barrier had been comprised, but it had been perfect timing since Orochimaru was needing to leave anyway. He rushed over and grabbed Orochimaru as the redhead and the other 2 ninjas covered their exit. Sasuke wanted to go after them, but Naruto insisted they go check on the Hokage. Naruto and Sasuke arrived to see Jiraiya land near the Hokage, who was lying prone on the ground lifeless. Kurama could sense Naruto's inner turmoil and knew it would lead to nothing good. Naruto, don't do anything brash, said Kurama, trying to keep Naruto thinking straight. Naruto didn't respond as Sasuke found the voice to say, is he? Yes, he gave his life to defeat the first, second, and Orochimaru in battle. Though he couldn't finish off the snake, came the reply of an aged monkey, likely the summoning for Hiruzen. He left me with instructions for a Naruto Senju. After a few moments and with Naruto not saying anything, Jiraiya voiced his concerns for his apprentice. Naruto, are you alright? Asked Jiraiya since he hadn't talked since asking the Anbu that question earlier. Naruto didn't speak or even acknowledge that he heard anybody. Naruto had just lost the one man who was practically his life. His grandfather in all but blood. The man who helped start him toward his dream of being a great shinobi, and now he was gone. Naruto gently took Gamakichi off his head as he looked to where Orochimaru fled. Naruto, asked Jiraiya once more, trying to get a response. Naruto responded by activating his one-tailed cloak and taking off after the fleeing Sannin. Seems the boy is hellbent on getting to him. He must be the boy whom Hiruzen was telling me about, said the monkey as Jiraiya nodded. Yes, he is Enma-sama, said Jiraiya as he noticed Sasuke take off after Naruto. What was that message Sensei wanted to tell him? Enma relayed the message to Jiraiya and then disappeared in a puff of smoke. Jiraiya nodded as he left Sarutobi to his Anbu guards and headed off to assist Naruto and Sasuke. Nearing Konoha's walls, Orochimaru was in pain. His plans were ruined by Hiruzen due to him stealing his arms from him. He was now being assisted by his Sound 4 in fleeing the village, but as they were fleeing, they felt an ominous presence appear. Turning around, they saw Naruto cloaked in a red fox shroud running toward them at a rapidly approaching pace. The ninja with two heads spoke, "Orochimaru-sama, we have a problem. The Senju boy is hot on our trail and he's clad in his Beiyu cloak." Orochimaru looked to see Naruto gaining on them rapidly. Orochimaru knew this wasn't going to end well for any of them if Naruto got to them. But luck seemed to be on Orochimaru's side as his remaining Oto forces appeared to accompany him in his retreat. "You all stop him. Kill him if you must, just don't let him continue," said Orochimaru in a panic as everyone besides the Sound Four and Orochimaru stopped to face off against the Jinchuriki. The Oto ninjas all stood in preparation as Naruto would be there any second. Naruto arrived shortly after Orochimaru had continued on his journey to see his path stopped by nearly 100 Oto shinobi. "Fire," said one of the Oto ninjas commanding the rest. All of the ninjas let loose a barrage of kunai, shuriken, and any other weapon they had at the approaching Naruto. Naruto never stopped running as he let loose a primal roar. That roar created a powerful shockwave that blew back the projectiles as Naruto continued toward Orochimaru. Naruto tried to keep sprinting through but a group of enemies got in the way. Naruto stabbed a clawed hand cleanly through the heart and out the back of one of them and it seemed to set something off in Naruto. Naruto then began ripping through every Oto shinobi in the area, cutting them down left and right. Sasuke and Jiraiya appeared a little ways off to watch the carnage Naruto was dishing out to the helpless shinobis. They looked to see Orochimaru gone as that's why Naruto must have gotten angry. They stopped him from getting his retribution. "Let's let him cool down before we try to stop him," said Jiraiya as Sasuke quickly nodded his head. They didn't want any piece of what Naruto was giving out. After about 5 minutes of hunting every Oto ninja and then tearing them apart, Naruto could be seen cloaked still in his chakra shroud mercilessly punching the last Oto ninja repeatedly. Naruto didn't have any blood on him due to his chakra shroud vaporizing it upon contact. Naruto continued to punch even as he heard a voice. "Naruto, stop, it's over," said Kurama trying to calm his partner down. Naruto never acknowledged Kurama as he continued to turn the ninja's head into mush. Naruto reared back for another punch as he felt his arm get stopped midway. His chakra shroud vanished immediately as he felt a piece of paper touch his forehead. It was a seal tag placed by Jiraiya. "Jiraiya-sensei. I couldn't catch," said Naruto as he fell into a deep sleep. Jiraiya nodded his head at Naruto and picked him up and placed him on his shoulder. "I know, kid. I know." 1 week later, Team 7 had been dismissed for the day as they all separated after a few D-rank missions. The missions were to help the village recover after Orochimaru's invasion. Suna had immediately surrendered to Konoha once they knew that Orochimaru had duped them into fighting. Konoha still held the Kazekige's children captive to keep an edge in negotiation. After being dismissed for the day, Naruto had taken to wandering around the village aimlessly with no true destination. While walking around the village, he shifted his gaze up to the Hokage mountain, specifically the Sandaim's face. Naruto blew out a sigh at the memory of the Sandaime. Konoha held a funeral for the lives lost in the invasion with Hiruzen being one of them. That day, the rain fell as it seemingly wept for their longest tenured Hokage. Ever since that day, the vegetation around Konoha was paler than normal due to Naruto's influence from his somber mood. As Naruto was looking up toward the mountain he felt a presence behind him, a familiar presence. "Hey, Jiraiya-sensei. You need something," said Naruto, devoid of emotion. Jiraiya looked at Naruto as he said, "Yeah, kid. I need you to come with me to find someone, and you also got another mission that you'd be perfect for." Naruto raised an eyebrow as he turned to face Jiraiya. "Find someone? Aren't you the new Hokage? Why would you leave so soon?" asked Naruto confused. "HMPH, that position isn't for me, kid. Though I was considered, you were as well," said Jiraiya as Naruto raised both eyebrows in shock. "What? Yeah, kid, your accomplishments travel fast. You were deemed too young to hold the position though, but you did make it in the bingo book," said Jiraiya as he tossed a new bingo book at Naruto. "Page 112, kid." Naruto caught the book and opened it to the page. "Yugito ni?" asked Naruto confused as he had flipped to a page containing a girl from Kumogakure's information. "Got em mixed up, page 76, said Jiraiya as Naruto flipped to his page. There was a picture near his name. The picture of him with his orange scarf and gamakichi on his head. "Not really threatening with that photo," said Naruto as Jiraiya chuckled. As Jiraiya laughed, Naruto read through his information. Name, Naruto Senju. Age, approximately 14. Gender, male. Origin, Konohagaku. Clan, Senju clan. Affiliated with Konoha. Ninja rank, Genin wears Anbu outfit. Physical description, 5 feet 6 tall, 125 pounds. Has deep violet eyes and golden blonde hair with 2 jaw-length bangs framing either side of his face. Also has 6 whisker mark-like scars with 3 on each cheek. Elements, Futon, Doton, and Suton. Rank, A. Approach with caution. Special talents, Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi. Excellent control over Beiyu. Can use Mokuton. Bounty, 50 million Ryo alive or dead stationed by Otogaku. Naruto looked up to Jiraiya as he finished reading over his information. Well, that makes me seem pretty dangerous despite that picture, said Naruto as he then asked, can everyone read this now? Yeah brat, seems Orochimaru put out quite the huge hit on you, and I'm sure when the other cages get a hold of this information, they'll add their own. You need to watch your back from now on. But luckily I'm here to make sure you get strong enough to do so on your own without me like a bodyguard all the time, said Jiraiya as Naruto flipped back to page 112. Yugito ni, why do you want me to get to this page? Is she the mission? Asked Naruto as he looked over Yugito's picture. Damn, she's beautiful, thought Naruto, slightly mesmerized by Yugito's photo. Jiraiya reached into his haori. That's right brat. On our way to finding this person, you're going to go on a side mission. Jiraiya tossed Naruto a scroll as Naruto read over its contents. A paw print? Asked Naruto, confused, wondering what kind of mission this was. Jiraiya clapped a hand on Naruto's shoulder. Yes, my young apprentice. You will approach her and ask for her paw print, and if necessary, forcibly take it. She doesn't look like she would have paws, so why would I need her paw print? She's not an animal. Jiraiya deadpanned at Naruto. If you hadn't been drooling over her looks, then you would have actually read her information and figured it out for yourself. Naruto looked sheepish at being caught like that. He then read through Yugito's info. Name, Yugito ni. Age, approximately 16. Gender, female. Origin, Kumogaku. Clan, no known clan affiliation. Affiliated with Kumo. Ninja rank, Jonin. Physical description, 5 feet 5 feet tall, 100 pounds. Has dark eyes and long, straight, blonde, hair bound into a ponytail by taut bandages. Elements, Kaiten and Raiten. Rank, A. Special talents, Jinchuriki of the Nibi. Near perfect control of Beiyu. Bounty, no bounty available. Naruto looked shocked to see Yugito be a Jinchuriki as well. She's just like me, thought Naruto until he realized something. You want me to find her and ask her for her paw print? The paw print of the 2 tails, said Naruto as Jiraiya nodded. Who's the client for this mission? It's not you, is it? Asked Naruto. No, it's not me. Your client is a cat. This was originally a mission for Sasuke, said Jiraiya as Naruto perked up. Sasuke. Why would he give me his mission? Asked Naruto. To get you out of the village for a little while. He took the other cat left on his list and he left this one for you. And you're gonna do it, now enough questions. Pack your stuff and we'll head out in an hour, shouted Jiraiya as he disappeared in a puff of smoke. Naruto nodded his head and vanished in a shunshin to get prepped for the missions. Naruto grabbed his bag and shut his apartment door as he headed off to the village gate. Yugito ni. This should be interesting, thought Naruto as he looked back to the Hokage mountain. Sorry I couldn't make it in time, Gigi. I miss you and I hope you're resting in peace. Thanks for everything. As Naruto was walking away, he pulled out a sealed envelope with his name on it. To Naruto Senju. From Hiruzen Sarutobi. Naruto decided he'd have to read it at some point shortly, but he'd do it after his trip with Jiraiya. That will be it for this video. If you want more, comment down below, like, subscribe. And see you guys later.